All right, let's look at 3 and see how we do this. I'll write it down. Okay, you can do it any way you want to, but I'm betting if you did it the graph way, you would get it wrong because it'd be a really big graph, and you need graph paper. And it's a big graph because it starts on 11. So I do it the substitution way. Okay, and I'm going to kind of do the shortcut on this. Anytime it's both in slope-intercept form, can't you just do this? Because it kind of has a shortcut, doesn't it? We don't need to be that blown up. Did I do that right? Well, it's hard to say. Hard to say if I did that right because you can't see it, right? Subtracted 2x from both sides, cancels. Divide by 6, got a -1. And then we just need to go back up here and do our step 3. So basically this was step 1, this is step 2, step 3. Make sure I get that right. And that's going to end up being y equals 3. Okay, did we get it right? Make sure that you put it like this on the test. What did we get the answer for number 1? Did we all get A? Make sure you can remember how to do this. Okay. What I recommend is you just keep counting until you get it done. So you don't have to draw a straight line. That's the first one. Second one starts on 4. I can't go up, so I'll go down. 1, 2, 3 over 1. Okay, that's the point. And so it is -1. It is A. Okay, so we understand how to do that. Okay, I'm not going to make these super hard. Because basically, if it's not in slope-intercept form, if it's in standard form, I'm not going to do it this way. Okay. Do we have any more that we need to handle? How about 4? Is 4 easy? Do you have half the answer without doing any work? So at least you're going to get half right on this question on the test, right? You already know that it is. All you really have to do is do this and solve for x. Okay, any other questions that I need to go over? Yeah. 9? Okay, we'll do 9. So this is number 9 on the worksheet, on the review. And you will be able to write on your test tomorrow, so probably before I even copy stuff down, I'm going to determine what I need to do. And what I need to do is this. I'm looking at this first one. I bet you I can turn this into what I need it to be. If I multiply it by 2, that's going to create an opposite, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to rewrite my problems. I probably do this on the worksheet and then write this down. 8x minus 20y equals negative 7. And then this is going to be negative 8x. This is going to be positive 20y. And that is going to equal 4. Okay? I'm going to add it together. 8, negative 8 cancels. Negative 20, 20 cancels. Negative 4, negative 7, 4, negative 3. Okay? It is a broken problem, right? 0 does not equal negative 3, so it would be no solution. Parallel. I want you to go ahead and write that. Just so you communicate to me that you know everything we're doing is technically a graph, right? We're just not graphing it. In real life, you don't always graph. You let the computer graph for you, but you do have to read the information. You do have to sometimes calculate information. And this is kind of important because maybe someone messed up on one of these problems to cause this problem. Maybe your data is flawed. So anytime you get a no solution, you're going to have to go back and start over if you're creating things in real life. Of course, in math, I've caused the problem and I made it broken. Okay. Any more opportunities to get any of these questions worked on? Could I go over 11? Yes. Let's see if I can fit it on the screen. I'm going to have to... I'm going to have to auto focus again because it's not looking good. Keep getting the base of it. Nope, still can't fit it. That's terrible. All right. Okay. We'll see if this works out for us. So it says flying to some place, Salam, with a tailwind of a plane averaged 288. On the return trip, the plane only averaged 266 while flying back into the same wind. Okay, remember, the wind's going this way. The airplane first flies with the wind. So with the wind is going to be addition, and that would be equal to 288. When the plane flies back against the wind, that's going to be subtraction, and that's going to be 266. We would expect the subtraction to be slower than the addition one, right? And so all you got to do here is this. Plane plus wind, 288. Plane subtract wind, 266. Okay. That means I got an opposite already. 2p equals, let's see here. That would be what? 22? Is that right?
No.
No, it's not right. I have to add it, not subtract it. 288 plus 266 should be something like 5. And is that it? Is that better? Is it 554? You got calculators, tell me. Is it good?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I divide by 2, now I divide by 2. So the plane is going to equal
277.
277. Is that reasonable? It's not a super fast plane, but it's a pretty slow plane actually because it's kilometers an hour. But there are slow planes with propellers. Okay, now we got to figure out what the wind is. So we just go back up here. Plane plus 277. Nope, just kidding. 277 is the plane. Plus wind equals 288. Subtract 277, subtract 277. Wind equals 11. All right, that's reasonable. That's not very much wind at all. So when you do your final answer, you need to make sure you go ahead and do this. Just go ahead and write it. Plane, 277 kilometers an hour. And you'll have to do this on the test, and you're going to have to write wind, 11 kilometers an hour. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and let you finish some more, and we'll get all the way done, and then we will do this again. And if we have extra time, of course, we're going to move on.